Hello and welcome. As always, I'm your friendly neighbor, Dungeon Master Peter. Today, we are playing some Dungeons and Dragons, like always. And speak of the motherfucking devil. You call his name enough and he shows up. But before we introduce the one and the only, welcome to my players who love to say the color purple. We have, that tastes like purple, Travis, playing
Talbot and Tyranno.
We have, hey, this rock looks like purple, Rachel, playing Beryl. We have, my dog ate my purple socks once again, Yeslie, playing Core. And we have the bald beauty bitches, Eli, Purple Man, Johnson, playing Senguine, and we can't hear you.
My mic was turned all the way down.
Alright, my people who love purple, say hi.
Hi. And Core's on mute.
Alright. Now, before we fully get started, y'all do the intro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's Senguine.
Penguin.
We love you and we miss
love
you.
you. And we miss you. Oh.
That was probably the worst.
That one was.
Travis, you dragged that up too far.
That one was a mess. That was a mess, guys.
I feel like quitting. I feel so ashamed to be doing this right now.
Really? Because I'm laughing. It's hysterical.
Alright, for those of you at home, we're kind of doing a little different setup today. So we're going to have the Discord be the main focus until we get into actual scenery. And then we'll go ahead and flop over to that. So warning, I guess, if anyone has seizures due to strobe lights or any type of changing of quick lights, here's your warning. Because this may occur throughout the video. And as you can see with me,
Don't look at Beryl.
I'm in my family room, so I have my couch behind me and my portrait up above, so it's a little plain on my screen. But we'll go ahead and get right into the lovely little recap. For those of you who don't know what happened last week, because I haven't posted anything because of reasons. Actually, it's been quite some time now. Not quite some time. For those of you who don't know, my roommate Stormy did pass away unexpectedly. So we've been dealing with that for quite some time now. So I haven't been able to catch up on any YouTube videos or whatnot for that time frame. But if the fundraiser is still going on, Travis, aka Travis the Honor Man, you can go onto his profile whenever he streams, type in !! Stormy, and a info link will pop up to donate for his memorial, his funeral.
To help pay for any expenses that were left behind. And all of it does go to Dancer, who is his girlfriend, because she's the one I think that is bearing the brunt of it.
And then for me, if anyone who donates during the stream, that money will go to the money we had to use for bills when he passed. Because we had to take out a loan or so to pay for those bills. So we will have, we'll do a one shot in a month or so. We'll do a little charity event for him. So you guys can make some high level characters and we can do some shenanigans. But on a more positive note, we are doing a Halloween special this October, and I will not be the DM for it. I will be a player. And this, I will be having one of my friends be the DM as I get to play. So people in Florida, free up your schedules because you'll be coming back to the table for the Halloween special. So keep that in mind. For Eli and Travis, we'll have you up on the screens, photos. I don't know if we're going to be playing the same characters, so be ready for that. You might be playing some one-shot characters, but which is fine. I'll find out more information later on.
It's so kind of you to get Joey to come in here and DM these one shots.
Yeah, no, let me get Joey in. All the way. 3-hour difference on a nurse's schedule.
Yeah, that's possible.
Okay. Well, other than that, we'll go ahead and go back
You
to
want on
the day.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
Right. For those of you who weren't here we skipped last week before. Our friends encountered 2 powerhouses in the world. One was oh my god. Ragnar, Eli's master and trainer, and an archangel with haven't found out his name yet. The archangel came to take Iris away, but Ragnar came and gave them time to hopefully convince him to go away, which was a little help from the gods and the dungeon master. The group figure out how to appease the archangel, and have it go away. Eli figured out how to appease Ragnar and had him go away. But after he leaving, Eli's character Senguine a gift and his hammer that later he'll unlock and have some fun with.
All right.
During all that commotion, we've met a new buddy, a elven fighter, do you believe? Named Tyranno. No. Tiefling fighter.
Named Tyranno.
Due to Talbot becoming the first. Oh, did you come up with a name for your new magic?
No, I think Talbot is still coming up with it.
Blank Wizard. Name pending. We found out. So we're gonna kick it off on the following day, where everyone's resting or has rested, fully healed. Talbot is still body and magic wise still coming together, so Talbot still can't use much magic right now, because her body is still going through that natural process of funneling her magic and switching it over. Talbot can do cantrips, but nothing that she couldn't already do. So nothing new just yet. So we'll go ahead and take it to where each and every one of you knock on Talbot's door and enter her room and decides to have a talk amongst each other.
Hey, Talbot, where you been? You look kind of like
Here.
shit.
Well, as you can see, then the arcane energy will start to emanate and glow around her hand. Thankfully, with all of the work I did in the last few days, I have just now created a new type of magic, and hopefully this will aid us in taking down the cultists of Tiamat.
What kind of magic is it? And you just like made it up. You're like, hey, this is my new kind of magic now.
Well, through some, you know how we funnel our magic occasionally.
Vaguely, yes.
So I can now do that at a much stronger level and with much more control, and it is unlike anything that I've ever studied. I don't exactly know what it is. I don't have the energy to find out, but I imagine with the help of what's his name? The one
Tyrano.
that no, not Tyrano. He was
Iris's father.
Him and also the one that Iris was
Typhon?
engaged to, Typhon, who pointed me in this direction. So the compass was given to me to take us to Iris's father's establishment. And I was also able to craft, and I pull out the pendant, this for Iris. And it's a beautiful silver shining pendant that, upon further inspection, has intermingling of musical instruments, notes, everything having to do with musicality.
Oh, you got Iris and bling? That's pretty nice of you.
Except, this is the bling she needs in order for her to control the demon. Much like what Typhon has. But I made this a pendant because it's very showy and she likes to show.
That's true. That's true. Do we, out of character, do we still have Iris? I can't remember.
I do believe
think we do, yeah.
she's in the cage in Beryl's room.
Okay. Well, Talbot, I don't mean to be a party pooper here, but we might want to throw that right around her neck right now. Because that one's shifty, so you never know what's about to happen.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it. And then I'll get up. I don't know physically if I'm able to get up and walk around.
You can physically get up and walk around, but it's more if you do without any support system, like a crutch, you'd be like limping and gimping. So you need some kind of support system, whether it be a crutch or a cane.
I'll start to walk. I'll just start to walk. I'll start unassisted unless someone offers.
Cora would assist.
And then I'll put my arm around you as thank you. Where is she?
Right this way. We'll walk over to Beryl.
Out the door, down the hall, one door, boom, Beryl's room. So as you guys open Beryl's door,
room. Beryl got like a small cooktop. She's making little cookies.
you do see Iris in the corner. Her cage is still radiantly glowing with celestial energy, and she's just there knitting.
Hey, Iris, what's up?
Don't want to talk to you.
That tracks. Hey, she's kind of pissed at me. Somebody wanted to try to guess what, Iris? Talbot over here got you a pretty necklace.
You got my attention.
Cora, bring me closer.
She'll walk up closer to the cage.
And then I show the pendant.
Ooh, that's pretty. How you get it? How you make it? What's in it? What does it do?
I made it myself.
That was very sweet of you, Talbot.
Smells like it. How did you make it?
Just using my magic. That was the main thing.
Oh, there's something new about you, Talbot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't. What is it? Come closer, Talbot.
Watch out, Talbot. She's been like real horny ever since she got put in the cage.
Come closer, Talbot. Let me get a better sense. My eyes in this light. It's not good. Just come on closer.
I just kind of want to walk up behind them, and I just want to put my hand on Talbot's shoulder. You know, just kind of like I'm supporting her a little bit. And I'm not tall enough to be on your shoulder. I'm gonna kind of grab you around the waist, just like I'm kind of supporting you up a little bit, and I'm gonna do the resistance cantrip, and I'm just gonna say, "That's a very beautiful necklace, and Iris, she must really like you. You know, Talbot don't waste her magic on just nobody."
Are you gonna try to cast resistance with like sleight of
I'm
hand?
casting resistance on. Well, I mean, it's just a touch spell. I was just gonna put resistance on Talbot.
Does it have any verbal somatic components to it?
Well, I handwrote just touch on my paper, so if you're D&D Beyond, but let me go see. Cantrip. I got it. Hold on. Vocal, somatic.
Okay, so
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, so it has to be this semantic.
so you can try to sleight of hand that, at least with the hand waving, and then yeah.
like I'm flourishing around the amulet, and I'm just like, it's so pretty, you know, and look at it.
She goes, "Oh yes, it is pretty, but something's even more prettier and different. And I just want to get a better look."
Oh, is it me?
Ah, come close. This light is so damaging to my eyes. If you would just come on closer, I can get a better look at you.
How wide are the bars?
About like an arm.
Can Senguine ready in action right now?
What kind of action?
Senguine wants to like be ready if she like if Iris does like something weird to Talbot to like kind of like jump in and like get in the way.
Okay. Define something weird
Right.
that Iris has done.
Like if Iris like tries to like yank on like Talbot or something. Iris is like up to something and Senguine don't like it.
Okay.
And so I think he's gonna try to like, essentially like if something, like if Talbot starts to get like, pulled in or something, Senguine's like gonna try to push Talbot out of the way and like take the brunt of it, I guess.
Okay. Well, let's see what Talbot does. Did Talbot get closer? We'll say you're about 10 feet from Iris at this point, being held up by Core and Beryl. So we'll say Senguine's on, like, just standing next to the wall. So he has time to react. Let's see, what does Talbot do when Iris requests her to come closer?
Knowing that there is a demon that we're dealing with,
No.
I'm going to approach, but I'm going to ready in action.
Okay.
The readied action is if she pulls me in, I'm going to put the pendant on her.
All right. So do you go forward?
I do.
All right. So do you go forward alone or with aid?
I feel like we would go forward with you. We're supporting you when you're walking.
Yeah, so that's kind of not up to me. I'm still walking. Whether or not they come to me, it's a different situation.
All right.
So it's up to you guys if you come or not.
Oh, I'm going. That's why I walked up to put resistance on you.
Okay, so you three go ahead and make me a plain wisdom throw.
Does Talbot get the added benefit of the resistance that I gave her?
It's not a fear effect. It's not like a dragon
Is it,
fear.
Well,
wait,
resistance is just a
is it a
D4 to
saving
saving
throw?
throw.
It's not a saving throw.
Oh, we're not doing a wisdom saving throw.
So it's just a wisdom check.
Correct. It's just a wisdom check because the only thing that popped in my head was this type of check for this scenario. So look, I mean, you all have high wisdom except for Talbot, but
Yeah, but the checks are different from the saving throws, aren't they?
this is just a flat wisdom check. It's not like you're not being like a spell's not being cast to make a saving throw. It's something else.
13.
Okay.
12.
We're adding our modifier to
Yeah,
it?
you're adding a modifier to it.
18 plus 5.
Okay, luckily the DC was 12. It is to be just scared, like a sudden spook scare. So I was like, let's just do wisdom for it because it gives you guys a chance. So as y'all lean forward in, Iris kind of just lunges at the cage to like spook you guys. But she lunges and grabs the bars and like puts her face directly in the gap and just takes a whiff of Talbot. And that's it. That's all she does. But not whiff. She's just goes, oh. As her face and hands are getting like sizzled and burned because of the radiant light. She goes, oh, so fresh, so yummy.
Kurt's like, ugh, gross.
Talbot, you should get in this cage with me.
Well, you can smell more if you want.
That's just a tease, Talbot. Why would you do that to me?
Maybe to lead up to something good.
Oh, I can't wait to put my lips around you.
I get closer, like face to bars.
Okay.
So while I'm doing that, I'm going
Go ahead.
to attempt a sleight of hand to slide my hands through the bar as if I'm going to hug her.
Okay. So she's like this.
Mm-hmm.
So you are willingly putting your hands in the cage.
Yeah.
Okay. So first, one thing happens before your hands goes fully in. As you get close to where you can simply like touch it, you do feel that radiant heat coming. So knowing that if you go any further, you will start to take damage. Because you can see damage is applying to Iris the longer she's holding onto the bars.
Well, I don't know what my hit points are.
They're full.
Oh, well, I gotta try something, so I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know before you fully commit to it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Do you want your damage now or after?
After.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and roleplay this, and then I'll roll your damage. And then if at any point if anyone needs to jump in for anything, let me know. So warning for Core and Beryl, you at the point you guys are at now, you're safe, but any closer you will start taking damage as well. Sanguine's at a safe distance, but again, even Sanguine, any closer you will start taking damage as well.
Okay. Also, just sidebar, when Iris was aggressively flirting with Talbot, Sanguine like knows it's like a weird spell that's going on right now, but like inside he was like a little hurt by that. Just like he's just like, oh, she usually hits on me.
So Sanguine's jealous.
Yeah, he's a little jealous that he's not getting the attention right now.
If if this ever becomes a comic, I want this one panel of this one scene to have Sanguine's side bubble. Aw, she usually hits on me.
It has to have Senguine doing a pouty lip face
No.
too.
Absolutely. Okay. So Talbot's gonna go into it. How close you want to get to her face?
1 inch away from her lips.
Oh, you tease. And she'll go. She'll try to like. So as you do that, go ahead and do your sleight of hand with the necklace because one thing happens after your thing.
She literally goes like this.
Oh.
By the way, this is not what Talbot's known for, so she's
This is gonna be fucking great.
16.
Okay. So her, you're able to You're able to do what you want to do. So go ahead and act that out, and then I'll tell you what happens at the same time of what you're doing.
What I'm wanting to do is wrap my arms around her, grab the pendant, and then try and force it on her.
Okay. So as she feels your arms around her, as much as they can go, obviously, you feel her tongue extend and just lick you on the side of your face, tasting you. And she gets a high from it. But you're able to drop the pendant on her if you want.
I do.
And she goes, ah, fresh magic. Oh, hey. Makes my tits look good.
And I take 3 steps back. And I get out of the range.
Okay. And she lets go. Hi.
At this point, Beryl is just like, Talbot, bend down, bend down, bend down. Come here, come here. Talbot, what did Cultist do to you in his weird sex dungeon when you were gone? Why are you acting this way?
Oh, Talbot, just come back. Let me have another taste. It was so delicious and sweet.
I petition that even though she's kind of coming back to normal, we keep her in there because she's still being fucking weird. I guess it's up to you, Talbot. You're kind of a target right now.
Oh no, I backed away to be out of range from all of the damage. So
Talbot, your full damage is not ironically. Luckily, it's just 3 damage.
oh, thank God. Thank God. I didn't know how much it was gonna take. I'd be like, someone's got to fucking try something.
I rolled extremely low, so congrats on that. And then as the burn marks you can see on her, they slowly start to heal and regenerate back to her beautiful skin. Takes about 5 minutes, but they eventually poof.
Back to her demon skin.
She's still in Iris body, so back into the Iris skin.
Okay.
Oh, that's still a little demonic. So,
All right, guys, we'll see if she's back to normal real quick. And Senguine walks past her all seductively.
The fuck?
She's back to normal, guys. We got this.
Thank
How's it going, Iris?
Thank me.
How you? Question for you.
Yeah.
Do you remember what's been happening the last? How long has it been? A couple weeks.
That's just a foggy memory.
Can I tell if this is actually Iris?
You can roll a deception or an insight.
Insight.
Insight. Can I roll insight as well?
Everyone can.
Do we have advantage because we know her so well?
Not in this case because you don't know if the pendant works or not.
Dirty 20.
19.
13.
14 plus 8.
8?
Yeah.
It's wisdom
Proficient
based.
cleric.
Yeah, see, Senguine don't have
Yeah,
a whole lot of that.
Yeah,
And
it makes my
Miss-
natural 17 look great.
And Miss
Yeah.
Score is proficient in it too.
Yeah.
Alright,
So it's the same with mine. I got like a +6 and I'm proficient, so.
You
so
guys can like see into her fucking soul right now.
and every time this happens, like I roll low, so like everyone but Senguine passed,
That tracks.
right?
Senguine's like, guys, I don't know. Regular Iris also likes this ass, so who knows, really?
Wait.
Follow how you fit.
What was the result?
Is it really her?
We rolled an insight.
You guys are doubtful that it worked.
Do I believe that she has to be out of the cage for it to work?
You do not have enough information to make a conclusion.
Okay.
Should we talk to Dad?
No, we should
We-
just stay here. And then I'm gonna wait. I want to wait as long as it takes to do a short rest.
Yeah, wait here and let me just keep an eye on Talbot and a delicious flow of magic.
Nope, still weird. Still weird, guys.
I mean, Senguine, you kind of smell different. I mean, if you want to hop in and go around too.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. It hurts to be in there.
It hurts to be in anywhere.
Well, that's not true. I'm not
Existence
hurt
is
over
pain,
here.
I get it.
I know, Talbot. Once you try it the first time, it hurts a little bit, but afterwards, it's just a joy ride.
No, no.
You gotta
I'm good.
embrace the pain, enjoy it.
I don't want to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Core and Senguine can show you a thing or two about pain.
Why? Because they're tall?
Nah, because they both experience loss.
Have we not all experienced loss?
It's different when you lose a mother or someone else.
Yeah, I've lost people. So,
Yeah.
I lost my pet rock once.
But you don't linger on it.
How tragic. How tragic, Beryl. That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
I know, but I found him. It was okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
Magic
And that was a
loss.
very genuine Senguine moment. I just want to be clear. Senguine genuinely felt bad that you lost your pet rock.
Yeah, Beryl's not had a lot of super loss in her past.
So y'all just gonna rest in this room and give me an appetite?
Well, I mean, yeah, this is my room, so I mean, I was gonna rest in it. I was making cookies. Anybody want cookies?
I'll take
Look, guys,
a
I'm
cookie.
pretty set right now. I don't get hit a whole lot, so I'm like pretty chill.
I can hit you.
I'm gonna go stand outside. I'll keep watch. If you guys want to take a rest, hang out.
All right.
That sounds nice, but first it would be rude for me to not accept a gift that another person gave me or offered, so I will take a cookie.
Yay!
Well,
I'm gonna go over to my little cook stove that I had, and I'm gonna just grab a plate of cookies and bring it back. I've got like little lemon tart ones, and these ones have raisins in it, and these ones have chocolate chips.
You got any shortbread?
Oh, well, the lemon ones are kind of like shortbread. They're just lemon.
I'll take it.
All right.
Uh,
Pass it out.
I grab a random one. I don't know which one I grab. I just grab one.
I'm gonna make sure you grab a chocolate chip.
All right,
That's
I
it.
grab it.
I feel like Talbot is like one of those people who hates chocolate, though. You know?
Yes, she's definitely told me she doesn't like sweets, but I'm definitely trying to make her like them better.
Alright, so
Maybe
And then-
start out with some dark chocolate chips.
As you guys rest in here for an hour, Irish is just gonna bathe in you guys. All the three who are in here.
Cora wants to go talk to her dad to figure out what else to do.
Do you do that during the short rest or after?
During.
Okay.
And I'm not taking a short rest. I'm waiting to see if the attunement of the item to Iris is enough.
I mean, it's not like she's going anywhere. You can come back in an hour and check on it.
Yeah, I'll leave.
So y'all leave?
I'll leave, but I'm not. But I go back to my room.
Okay. Oh no, my
Well, after we
breakfast.
made those plans to sit in the room, Beryl's just sitting there with the cookies, and everybody kind of walks out, and she goes, "Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'll go with corn." Just the cookies back on the table.
But my breakfast is leaving. Beryl, bring him back.
Well, I'll do my darndest, honey.
Oh,
No promises,
thank
though.
you. Okay.
Oh,
Penguin's
Cord
still
does.
standing outside the room just in case Iris escapes somehow.
Alright, so who's going to see the dad and who's not?
I'm going with Cord to see Kiltus.
Okay. There's a stew. Okay. So as both of you walk down to the first floor of the tavern, the whole, not the bar, but everything else, is completely stripped and bare, and all you see is him in the middle of the room. The fireplace is still there, but everything else is gone, and there's no one else in there but him.
Like, creepily standing in the middle of an empty room, or like sweeping up like he just moved everything, kind of.
Just
In the middle.
standing creepily and waiting.
Is he pretending to be frozen still?
Hold on, let me
And then
roll
he's
for
behind the
that.
bar.
Yes, he is completely still. That's the second nat 20 I rolled today.
Oh.
He is.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's actually frozen or if I recognize that he's pretending?
Insight.
Not bad. That's not bad. 14 plus 8.
You still believe he's frozen.
He still believes he's frozen?
No, you believe he's frozen still.
Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. Core, he's still frozen from before. We should totally get behind the bar and take the gold now. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back behind the bar and see if I can't dig out the money spot.
The bar itself is completely empty.
Cora will look around and be like, what's going on?
Oh, he's weird. You know? He's been weird since we got here.
I know, but why is it so empty in here?
Well, I mean, I don't know. He didn't really seem to be all that interested in helping Iris. He might not even be Iris's real dad, but I don't know because Iris didn't tell us. You can go poke him with your staff, though, see if he'll come unstill.
She'll go up to him and she's like, are you done playing games?
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning. What's going on?
Oh, I figured the rest of your party members would be down here, so I won't have to repeat myself twice.
We got pretty good memories. We can repeat things.
Well, I'm assuming since you've made it this far, and you are going to cure Iris of her demon, or at least help her tame it, it's time to know how things became the way they are. A little bit more information about the war between the demons and the Celestials. You have a good memory for this?
Good enough. I reach into my side satchel and pull out a pen and a piece of paper. I'm at the bar anyway, so like I got a table.
If you say so. Out of game, I'm not going to repeat this. So, if you want to grab everyone else so they're here and ask the questions that they might want to ask, now's the time, because we're not going to go over this 7 times.
Core will go up and grab everyone.
Okay. As much as I'm very confident in your note take capabilities. I don't want Beryl to go, hey, this is what happened, and then they go, wait, but I have a question now. And he's just gonna be like, no, I told the story. You spent 2 hours telling this story. Okay, so Core's gonna go back up and approach both Talbot and Senguine.
Yes.
Iris's dad has some information for us. I think
Okay.
it's wise for us to all commune downstairs and listen to what he says.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be down in a second. Just
Okay.
give me a second. I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I just need a moment. Quick moment.
All right. Well, just call me if you need me.
Alright, so the 3 of you will walk down. Senguine, you'll see that the whole inn is bare.
And then I take this opportunity to take the cookie and put it into a drawer, close the drawer, and then walk out.
This guy's gonna be
Not even that.
so pissed
Not
at
even that.
ants.
He's gonna come on and go, yum yum, yum yum.
If this inn starts to get ants because of that damn cookie, he's gonna be pissed.
Well, I'm not the innkeeper, so it's not my problem.
Okay.
But I do come down after that.
Shortly, like a couple of minutes later, Talbot comes waddling down, and Talbot, you do see the whole inn is bare as well.
Oh well.
Greetings, fellow adventurers.
Greetings and salutations.
Hail and well met.
I feel it is time you know a little bit more about our history, the demons and the angels and the war that has occurred many centuries ago. You may have seen throughout your travels that some remnants of that war is still in a place. You may have seen it in Worcester, of another innkeeper being slightly racist towards tieflings, or having a demon or dragon skull mounted on his wall. Back long ago, when this world was still fresh and new, this world was created by a singular elder god. We still don't know his name. To this date, his name has been lost to time. But we have called him by just one singular letter, and that letter is J. We don't know why J created this world, but what we do know is when he created it, it was hidden from the other gods, untouched. It was his own little experimental paradise. But then the celestial gods and the demon gods found this plane of existence, this world, this planet, whatever you may seem to call it, and they slowly start to infest it without him knowing, until it grew so large that both sides met and eventually fought. This was during the early stages of humans roaming the world. So at the time, you had 3 factions. Humans that were just starting out, demons and angels. And the war between demons and angels lasted for centuries. There was no end in sight. until the demons and the angel gods asked for help from the other elder gods. And they brought their assistance in, which comes with, I don't know if you're familiar with Cthulhu. Cthulhu's metal army of robots. Tiamats and Bahamut's dragons. Minotaurs, orcs, and goblins. And everything of that nature started to form on this planet. It almost wiped out what Jay has created, which was supposed to be a lovely paradise. Humans was enslaved to just be mindless workers to help build part of Cthulhu's army and to be bred with demons or converted into celestial warriors against their will. Jay saw this and wanted to get the humans a fighting chance, which he poured magic into the world for the very first time. He did it in a form of a storm. This storm raged across the plain, hurting and striking demons and celestials. But when it struck humans, they changed. They changed. And as he's talking about this, everything around him is turning into what he's saying. So you're actually getting a visual image of this. When the storm struck humans, it changed them into what is now known as Vedalkins, the first magic wielders. One of the reasons why Vedalkins have such a connection with ether, because back then, as you may know, ether is raw magic. With that, Vedalkins chose sides. They also created what is known as ether hearts, which I'm assuming you all are ever so familiar with.
We've had a run in or two.
Ether hearts allows for great magic. Back then, it was, in order to create an ether heart, you needed an ether storm. And you need to capture that storm and put it into the container. Nowadays, there's only 3 ethers. The ether heart, the ether soul, and the ether body. If you're able to get all 3 together and form it, you make an unstoppable creature. A new life. Hell, possibly even a new god. But you may be wondering, what does the Vedalkins and ether have to do with demons and angels? Well, the demons tried to copy the ether hearts into 7 different things, which we call devil souls. What your friend just experienced was one of them. Not as she has a demon in her, but we use hearts and bloods of old demon lords to create new magic. So we use blood magic plus her magic to create a brand new magic. That's why it's tethered to her bloodline. So no one in this world can know her magic except for her or her blood. Angels try to manipulate the Vedalkins into using them for their sides. And then when the Vedalkins refuse, the angels struck them down. And when enough races had enough, they came together to form a guild pack, which is where Ravnica stands, and which is all Vedalkins reside in, as a safe haven. But main players of this war are demons, Tiamat, and Cthulhu. They were all tied in together. And from the angels, you had pretty much almost any good god, Bahamut, and Thor, or Odin, or anyone who was reigning at that time. When these forces got so strong and almost destroyed the world, a ceasefire happened. We don't know why, but each side got a safety net. The good got Senguine's order, while the bad got the Dragon Slayers. And if any one of the factions ever came to power strong enough to destroy the world, the other faction would step up and stop them. That was the premise of the two, but over the ages it changed. As you can see now, the Dragon Slayers try to fight for good and try to tame or kill any wild dragons. Since dragons were used a lot against demons, they have a natural hatred towards them. But since tieflings have been diluted through the ages, not much tieflings care for dragons. But they do have an advantage to slay them, and they're able to unlock their own demon blood potential. And same with No Stars, which, surprisingly for the No Stars, any dragon can be a No Star, whether it's a good one or evil one. But unfortunately, unknown to the world, the demons kept experimenting and trying to make ether hearts. While using those 7 demon souls, experiments got too wild and out of control. To where now when a host is infected with a demon soul, it passes down the line, or as close to a relative as possible. If no relatives exist, it passes to a random host. And a very select few of demon slayers have this knowledge. Before Typhon left, he found out that he had it. And before he proposed, he knew Iris had it. And he asked me for a ring to bind it. He knew about it. He knew how to slow it down. Which I gave him my blessing in the ring. And then as long as Iris wore that ring, or had it in her possession, the demon would stay at bay. But if a demon host is slain or suffers too much traumatic experience, they can lose control. And since Typhon was slayed, his body, his demon body, or his demon in him, found a host really quick and started to terrorize you guys for a little bit. While Iris's demon just slowly manipulated her to make choices that she wouldn't normally do until it was the right moment to take over. Now, if you're looking to cure Iris, you've done the step 1. which is putting the amulet around her neck. Step 2 is taking her back to where she was proposed, and and using Talbot's newfound magic to bind her there to let the amulet do the work. But you will have to fight Iris and weaken her. This will help bind a demon in her so Iris can risen. Because the demon has full control of the body. Iris is still in there, but she is in a very deep sleep. So I do love my daughter very much. But I also know the responsibility of being a host and the weight it carries. There's some things, some secrets that even her party don't get to know. But this information is what I decided to share. If you have any questions that revolves around demons, angels, or anything in the past, I'll be more than happy to answer them right now. But once we're done here, I will no longer be able to answer any questions.
What'd you say?
I said, once we're done here, I fucking hate you.
All right. Well, just as you said that we'll have to fight her and weaken her when we get her to the place.
Correct.
So my question is she's gonna eat all of our magic. So how do we weaken her? We just gotta hit her with a stick a lot.
You can not use magic, or you can make her full, so she won't be able to consume your magic.
Well, how do we get her full without giving her all our magic?
You gotta find her limit.
All right, so we're gonna hit her with a stick, I guess. Also, I've not been with this group a heckin' long time. I don't know where she was proposed to.
Yeah, that's one of the things that unfortunately got messed up. Typhon was supposed to be here and take you all to that location. Unfortunately, even I don't know where they got proposed at. I know a general area, so I can lead you there, but you're gonna have to find a spot.
All right. So where's the general location?
Just text it to me. Okay, you want me to switch it over? No?
I can't text you the general location.
No, Becca's trying to tell me something, and I don't know what she's saying. Like, just text it to me. When the time when you're ready, before the end of this conversation, I'll pull out a map and show you.
I have a question about the lore.
Yes.
You said that that while demons, Tiamat and Cthulhu were reigning on the side of evil, opposite of them you had Bahamut, Thor, and who else?
Oh, any other good god, really. It didn't give us a name, it just said good gods.
And Jay.
Jay was a founder.
and-
He didn't participate in the war.
And so, who did he name himself Jay?
Unfortunately, we don't have that information. It just reference to him as Jay. I'm assuming it's a translation error, or just whatever his true name is transfers to just Jay.
So, if I needed to, different question.
Yeah.
If so, if I have to, so if I, this is a tough question for me.
That's okay.
Um,
All
so
the questions, the
uncomfortable.
better. And if you can flush this
Um,
out, the better.
so because now my bloodline is the only one that carries this new magic, um, that means that if I don't have little me's, then then no one can possess this um, new magic. Is that right?
Correct. If you do not have children, your magic dies.
I was afraid of that. Okay.
But you also must be taught. So, for example, Metal has soul magic. He was taught the way of the soul by a person named Jebediah. You, whatever magic you choose, must find someone as close to that form to teach you.
How much of this did Iris know?
None. Only the Devil's Keepers know this information.
And was anyone gonna tell her this eventually?
Nope.
So she was just gonna pass on demon soul to all of her children, and no one was gonna tell anybody.
If she has multiple children, then only one gets the demon soul.
Well, right, but like, how do you protect your children if you have something you don't know about? If Tathan knew he had a demon soul, he knew Iris had a demon soul, and they had a child together, that child's probably gonna get a demon soul, and nobody was gonna say anything about it.
The demon soul won't pass down until the current host is killed or deceased.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that that child won't know about it.
They might not know about it until they're an adult. If Iris and Typhon lived a full life, they can reach up to age of old. By that time, their children would have children. And it may skip
It
them and go.
just seems very dangerous to have this kind of information out there in the world not being told. Like,
That's what you
they're
get
just gonna.
for messing with demons. It's a lot of unfair
Yes,
balances.
I just don't understand why she wasn't told to protect herself.
Because she's not a devil's keeper.
And only devil's keepers are the ones that are allowed to possess such information, but they cannot interfere.
Nor correct. And once we're told, since I am one of 7 devil's keepers, my memory will be wiped. And I would lose all this knowledge. So I will.
It seems pretty selfish.
It is one thing that devils back then was very proud of, having it their way and not everyone else's way.
How does one become a devil keeper? Is it through the bloodline of this possible demon soul?
Luckily,
Because it
sorry.
because it does because you mentioned it does need to be passed down via lineage, but only when they died or experienced such traumatic events.
So to be passed down, death. If said bloodline doesn't have any remaining relatives, it will go to a random tiefling. To be
So
a
when
sorry, go for it.
So when Typhon died, she got it because she was the closest tiefling.
Unfortunately, when Typhon died, his demon was taken out and put into a husk. We don't know how, and we don't know why. But that husk went around tormenting you guys. That husk kidnapped Eugene, and that husk cracked Iris's ring.
And the husk was the racist.
Serious moment, serious moment, serious. Racist.
I have a question. You kind of talked about my order, the North Star, in the relationship to the Dragon Slayers, and it's something I had never heard before. Can you elaborate on that a little more?
So, as with the seven Devon Souls, the North Stars have five dragon warriors, each kind of with their own element. But they get to choose who their successors are. You met one. Ragnar is one of the five guardians. And his element is lightning. And then you have four others. And
now, out of character, what I know these,
you know Ragnar's.
they'd be like the heroes of our order, right? So you'd think we would know them, right?
They are known as worthy and proud generals of respect, but their true nature and their true name is hidden from the public. So you would know them as their generals, but you wouldn't know them as their true names.
Even being in the order?
Correct.
And being a decently high-ranking member?
Correct. That would only be for council members and or guardians.
Gotcha. Now, you said that once one of the two, as they are kind of a symbiotic circle, once one of the two were to be powerful enough to end the Earth, that the other would be able to also have that kind of power and step up and stop them.
Yes. And which right...
So what you're saying is that like the Dragon Slayers or the North Star currently are powerful enough to end the world. We're going to say it's probably the Dragon Slayers because they want to bring Tiamat into the world.
Dragon Slayers don't. The cult of Tiamat is.
Oh, yeah, my bad, sorry.
But what confuses me at the Crusade of the World is why have these things been put into motion? I still don't know why. Everything was at a balance until a year or so ago, and then the world shifted.
Have you garnered any hints as to the nature of the shift?
Unfortunately, I do not. I'm assuming there's someone or something who has this information or has more information and has started to turn wheels on both sides or all sides.
Out of character. Was it about a year ago when, in game when we started our first campaign with May I and
Okay, so yeah, I'll say we'll say that was 2 years ago. So we'll switch the year to about 2 years ago.
Because I was gonna say like maybe it was the North Star's like expansion effort, but if I would know that's 2 years, then
we'll switch it from a year to about 2 years. So your guess is correct.
Okay.
So around that time frame.
Okay. And I turned to the group. So my Order of the North Star did have a big push for expansion, um, about 2 years ago. So maybe that has something to do with this.
Who initiated the push?
The council did.
So is it someone on the council that influenced the others to push for an expansion?
It very well could be, you know. And honestly, uh, we can talk about this later, but one of our courses of action should be figuring out who's on the council. I do have a small idea of how to do that, but let's finish our conversation with with Iris's father here.
Yes, no, of course. I'm still thinking of things and processing. So if you all have any questions.
Well, you said your memory was going to get wiped at the end of this. Um, Ours isn't going to get wiped, is it?
No. Um, your memories won't be wiped, but you will be cursed with nothing bad. It's just any information you share with anyone outside of your group, the recipient will just think you're talking crazy. They give a false sense of no matter what, they won't believe you in the story you told them, even with evidence and proof. That is just a minor drawback for this knowledge.
That's one of my favorite stories in Greek history, so I love that you told that. There was a girl in Greek mythology that was blessed by a god with beauty, and the other goddess got mad, and so then she cursed her to be a prophecy, an oracle, but her curse was that no one would believe her. She spent her whole life going, "Don't do this, you're gonna die," and then they thought she was crazy, and they went out and got themselves killed.
I do my homework.
So we know the next steps for Iris. Step one, the pendant, which I didn't know that you knew about, but now you know. So that's completed. Step two is to bring her to the same location where the proposal happened, and then I am to use my mind magic to bind it to that location.
Correct, but in doing so, you will not be able to harm. You will have to focus all your magic to pretty much, in a sense, put magical chains inside of Iris's back and rip the demon out. But if you do it when it's strong, it'll be a lot difficult. That's why you need to weaken her. The cage is only keeping her from escaping.
So once we get there, we need to release her from the cage.
The cage will automatically be released due to you, the angel who brought the cage.
And to weaken her, we have to either make her full or just fight her.
Well, making her full will allow you to use magic. Because once she's full, she can't consume anymore. Which will give you a small window to pelt.
And when she is weakened via damage, that would do the same similar effect.
Correct.
How low are we talking? Are we talking when she starts to bleed? Are we talking when she's about to go down? What is the severity of her condition must she be in order for us to initiate this portion of the plan.
As close to death as possible.
So
Zero
on
but
her,
stable.
on her last limbs.
No, but she cannot be unconscious. If she falls unconscious, the demon will just retreat into her mind.
Could we knock her unconscious, heal her up 1 point, and then go for it?
The moment she falls unconscious, the demon will automatically retreat into her mind.
So it is in our best interest to make sure that she does not die.
Correct. Demons don't make things easy.
Are you sure that I have to have children in order to pass on the bloodline?
Unfortunately,
I can't wait for
yes,
Operation
Talbot.
Get Talbot laid.
Talbot, are you an only child?
Yes.
Then yes, unfortunately, you either have to have children or you have to convince your parents to have a sibling for you.
Okay. I'll Okay, so how does one find out about the infection? Typhon, you mentioned Typhon found out that he was infected. How did he find out?
Which 7 demon souls? There are 7 imps. 7 imps that roam the world, and once one who bears a demon soul looks into the eyes of an imp, they know. It kind of awakens their demon a little bit.
Does that mean that Iris at some point looked into the eyes of one of these imps?
She could have possibly at one point, while she was wearing the ring, or it could have been caused by Typhon's death.
Which I assume that would because of the traumatic, because of the
Correct.
loss and the traumatic event of losing her fiance, who was no longer a fiance, but they were together, but they weren't. They were co-workers. She's weird.
Don't try too hard, Talbot. Love is definitely hard done.
Typhon looked into the imp of one of the 7 devil keepers. That's how he knew. He was fucked.
He was fucked.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
I know you were probably laughing at Travis talking out loud, but I saw you laughing, and in my brain I was like, Cora's just giggling to herself, thinking about a bunch of little baby Talbots running around.
That's gonna be the
I know that's not
panel.
what it was, but I was kind of like...
It's gonna be the comic panel of like this serious conversation, and then Cora's gonna have a little bubble of mini Talbots running around.
Baby Talbot.
Now this chain that I would need to pull out, is this a physical chain? A physical chain? What materials are required for us to...
When you find a location of the proposal, you will notice a magical circle. You will just need to stand in the middle of the magical circle and concentrate your magic into it, pulling these chains out and then into Iris's back.
Stand in the magical circle and funnel magic.
Who saw that coming?
sometimes there are extra materials that are required, and it's good to know in case we need to go shopping.
Yeah, and so
I know. I just like that we funnel magic so much.
I like to be consistent. 'Cause everything will come around in a circle.
Well, Yeslie, do you like his consistency? Sorry, that's an honoring joke for one of the ladies that works at Dinosaur, because every time someone says something, she goes, I like your consistency. Which is just her way of saying, I like the fact that you're always stupid, because if you stop being stupid, I'd be worried.
Do anyone else have any questions about the current climate you're in? Or the current predicament?
Oh, I was going to be a smart ass in case you were. I was like, would you consider this tropical or mid-sub?
God. I'm trying to think, because there's something I need to. I know there's something I need to know.
Well, I mean, we know where we need to go, and we know how we need to weaken her, and we know what to do once we get there. Do we know how long it's going to take? Is there a time frame on how long we have to leave her there?
Well, it will be determined how quickly you can pull out that demon. Or die. Because that demon will do everything in its power to kill you first before you're able to drag it out.
Okay.
Okay. So we got that figured out.
We know Talbot has a special kind of magic, and we know that she has to be passed down to her children that she's not sure she wants to have yet. We know she
Um,
needs to find a teacher.
yes. Which I have ideas about that. But the thing I'm intrigued about is if we are successful in stopping Tiamat, then the does that mean that one faction is technically out of balance?
Yes?
So that means that one would be the other one would be too powerful, and then at that point could take down the. If what you say is true, it, that faction would have the ability to take out and rule the world.
If the North
Right.
Stars continue their track in trying to dominate the continent of Tolus, they have a real good shot of taking over the world. If they wanted to. The only ones who would be able to stop them would be Ravnica, the Demon Slayers here, and then a continent up north. But if any one of those three fall, it will be extremely hard for the other two to stand up much longer.
Senguine. So, so that means after we defeat the cultists, and hopefully preventing the rise of Tiamat, that means we have to take down portions of your order in order for the balance to be restored.
Yeah, I've got a couple ideas on that.
Okay, we could talk about that later. Um, I think I have all the information I have.
If you could just run down that whole thing one more time, we could get it again, and we just get real solid.
Don't worry, Don't worry, I remembered everything you said. I'll just say it again for you.
And then Talbot goes and repeats it.
Got that keen mind feet.
I don't have keen mind. I just didn't. I just do the best I can. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else that I need to I need to know. Because they don't know where exactly it is. They know a general location. Um, but yeah, that I have no questions.
um, just because, for safety's sake, would Talbot inherently know how to remake the amulet, or is there something special about Kilthus's downstairs area?
Is that in game or out of game?
Uh, Out of game, I want to know if Talbot would be able to inherently remake it just because she knew how to make it. Now that she's learned how to make it, would she be able to do it again with the
She
knowledge she has?
she would need another Devil's Den.
Okay.
No, I'll just make one. It'll be no problem. Just have it in the basement.
No, that's where the killer will get you.
Outside of
Alright.
it's fine.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because if the ring was broken, if the amulet gets broken, we're back in the same hole.
Okay. Thank you.
Kelthus's memory is going to get wiped. Crap. I'm assuming you can't tell us who the other 6 people are, secrecy and all that jazz, but on the off chance that we get stuck in another spot, is there a communication, like, warning signal to the world where any of you guys might hear this and be like, that's a thing we should respond to?
You gotta be more clarified on what you're asking.
I mean, is there like a 911 call where, like, we don't know who you are, but I can put this out into the universe and you guys don't know there's a problem?
Unfortunately,
Is there-
no.
Well,
If you are trying to,
Memory is going to get a lot.
the 7 souls will eventually meet at one point. You may have met other ones before without knowing it. But it's difficult now since 2 of the 7 souls are not in the company right now.
as in they're dead, or
As in, Typhon's not here and Iris is in a cage.
so we know 3 of 7 devil keepers.
Who's the third one?
Well, you said Typhon and
No, sorry, Devil Souls.
oh.
My bad.
That's
Well, I'm not trying to get devil souls. I'm trying to find the devil keepers on the off chance that.
Oh, those. Oh, sorry. Those we don't announce that we are.
Well, I know that. I'm saying, like, is there a, like, anonymous
Ugh.
911 call?
N-
Like, we don't get to know who you are, but, like, somebody needs to know that there's an issue with the devil souls going on.
all
How do we get help?
all keepers are automatically aware of the current Devil Souls.
And if the devil souls start going haywire like Iris, then one devil's keeper will just make themselves aware.
Yeah, we just keep track of the information. That's all we do. We do not interfere. We just keep track of the information. You folks came here. I did not seek you out. I did not interfere. I did not tell Talbot to create new magic. I just paid back a favor. We keep our hands clean as much as possible. Because of the knowledge we know will make an unfair advantage.
okay.
I don't know if there's anything else for us to ask.
If we have no more questions, then I say it's done.
What's your favorite kind of cookie?
That's not pertinent to lore. You could just ask him that when we're done.
We don't know that. His memory's going to get wiped. He may not remember his favorite type of cookie.
Well, the memory of this information is going to be wiped.
I would no longer be a keeper, and a keeper would be chosen at random to replace me.
Yeah, but he'll still remember that he has children, he has family, he has an inn.
Correct.
He'll still remember that, and he'll still remember what cookie he likes the most.
I just won't know thousands of years of history.
Y'all ask if I have any more questions.
Does anyone have any more questions they would like to ask about angels, demons, or Vidalkins? Or orders?
You know the name of the angel that came to try to take Iris?
Michael.
Ha. Typical angel name. Sanguine? Or anything?
I think everybody asked everything.
Alright.
You know a really handsome Battlekin that'd be good to be like boyfriend material for this little lady over here?
Let's talk about that later. I don't want to think about it.
He smiles, takes his deep breath. The area around him shrinks in, and then he bursts in a black flame, screaming and yelling, and then afterwards it dissipates. He's in his innkeeper outfit. The furniture, wine, food, and everything starts to reappear. Everything, and he'll look at you with life back in his eyes and goes, "Well, hello, welcome to my inn. How may I be of service?"
Yes, hi.
I need
Food, food, drinks, and we were kind of wondering to go visit.
And a strapping Vidalcan man. Vidalcan man.
I don't know what a Valdalkin man is.
Well, no, I was thinking because Iris is a good friend of ours.
Oh, you know my daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
where has she been? I haven't seen her in a couple of years now.
Oh, you know, just adventuring and making friends and music.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
We were hoping to go visit the site where she was proposed by Typhon.
Oh, it's a beautiful sight. I remember that proposal like it was yesterday. Oh, I even gave him the ring.
You did?
Oh,
You did?
Oh,
marvelous
yes.
craftsmanship.
Why, thank you. It was it's a family heirloom, I do believe.
I was wondering, could you show us that location? We would like to see it for ourselves.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely do it. Just don't tell Iris, okay? I've used it on a date with her mother before, so we don't want her to know that information.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with us.
Oh, thank you. Y'all look like you keep a good secret.
Yeah.
Secret keepers, every one of us.
He pulls out a map, and it's about a 3-mile hike into the forest.
Sorry, Discord cut out for me. I don't know what you said.
3-mile hike into
3
the
miles.
forest. It's gonna be right at the front of a pond. Small lake. Let's go small lake. Small lake pond.
Like,
Please, did anyone write that down? My brain immediately went to mush, and I don't want to ask him again.
When I say
got it.
2 words,
3.
I know it's a 3-mile
Hike.
into the forest.
to be at the front of a small lake splash.
Front of a small lake. Okay.
Just to be safe, I want to make sure I get the right spot when we go. Are there any like defining characteristics of that area? Large rock shaped like a house, or
Oh, you see an archway, and it will say Lover's Den, but it'll be like in an inferno, so it kind of seems like Devil's Mating Ground.
as an archway made out of fire?
Oh no, stone. It's just if you don't translate it correctly, a lot of people think it says Devil's Mating Ground, but it's just Lover's Den.
God, what a nice touch.
Yeah, we get that a lot, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know about Devil's Mating Ground. That sounds silly. We do it in the bedroom like everyone else.
Can I get an insight check to make sure he's not lying on that?
Sure.
Same.
So you guys are
That's a
questioning.
16.
Let me get this straight. You're questioning where this man and his race have sex.
No.
Well, he said it so
No.
weirdly that I'm yes.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure what you're trying to bullshit him on.
He said all tieflings have sex in the bed and don't have sex outside. And
I thought you meant like of the location.
Oh no, where him and his people have sex.
No, never mind.
So he did.
17 overall.
So he did a broad statement. So he can't speak for all tieflings, but he just did a generalization of it.
All right. I was gonna give him shit otherwise. That's why.
So
What direction is it? Northeast?
oh, it's somewhere in that direction.
Where is that?
I'm bad with directions, unfortunately.
Out of game.
North and to the left.
Northwest. Okay. Well,
If you see my daughter,
I could use some-
tell her I would like to see her before she goes off on another adventure.
of course, we will have her stop by when she is done with her business.
Well, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. You all seem like very nice folks.
Well, we do try to be. What's your favorite kind of cookie?
Oh. Firecracker.
Firecracker cookie?
Yeah.
What kind of cookie is that?
Well, you
Is it like a spicy one with like cinnamon?
well, a little bit with it, and gives you a little fiery taste to it as well.
I got something you're gonna like. And I reach into my pouch and I grab a small satchel of like Pop Rocks and I go, try these.
Whoa. It's like an explosion in your mouth.
Right? I know, it's great. People never see it coming.
You know, that's what I said about my wife. And then I slept on the couch for a month, and that was the biggest mistake of my life.
You know, we would love to meet Iris's mother.
Oh, she's on a business trip right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's actually should be leaving Tolis any day now.
What kind of business is she in? Is it to promote the brand of your inn?
Oh no. She goes around and oh god, how does she phrase it? She teaches acceptance of each other. She's an acceptor. I think that's how she said it. But
Is
she,
she a motivational speaker?
yeah, kind of like that. But she does it to kind of like little kids to like raise, like to teach them that as they grow up, they're gonna find things they hate and like, but that's okay. You can live with those
So
things.
she's teaching little kids not to be racist.
What's racist?
Aw.
You live in a happy little world, don't you?
Oh, I mean, I got my dream job. I married my dream girl, and I had a child. What more can I ask for?
Certainly not demons.
Oh no, I heard that was a long time ago. We're not those people anymore.
Well, anyways, I think I'm going to sit down for food. Some meats and potatoes would be lovely, and a cup of water.
All right, coming right up.
Now that all the tables and everything's done, do we see Tyranno sitting there eating?
Yeah, he's just in the corner in his same spot, just eating.
Tyranno, you want to join us for some food?
Yeah, Tyranno, you want to join them?
I've
You know,
got
a friend that you really
bacon.
like to meet and talk to, probably very exclusively.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you.
Our Vedokin friend single.
Oh.
Might be.
Oh, my friends.
Are you
it
trying
is
to make?
so
Are you
good
trying to make
see you.
Travis hit on himself?
I feel like Travis's tiefling character would definitely flirt with the tall, lovely blue lady that has just entered the room.
No, he wouldn't.
Hey, you don't tell us what your character would do. We tell you what your character would do.
Oh, hello. It is good, so good to see you. I'm going to. I could join. Why not? It'd be fun. And then Tyranno will grab his stuff and go over. There's no reason why he wouldn't, but fuck you guys.
How about Tyranno? Is it the same as always?
Yes. A glass of fine wine to go with.
You know, it's a real shame that you quit the Dragon Slayers. It would have been a wild time for you right now.
Why do you say that? Are things very profitable right now?
Oh yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, they're out fighting, pillaging the bad and giving to the poor, and able to profit a little on the side, and then the skills in the fighting. Back in my younger days, I could do all of that, but now I just, break my back if I try to lift up a keg of ale.
You see, I prefer monetary value over anything else, and unfortunately, this is a thing that the Dragon Slayers cannot provide.
Well, you never know until you get back into it.
No.
That is such a tactical response. You know who likes tactical and logical? Talbot. Talbot, how do you feel about that?
Talbot doesn't respond. She is staring into the abyss.
Thanks, Eli.
Oh. Oh. Beryl's just gonna tap Senguine on the shoulder and be like, "What if they had a baby? Could you imagine just smaller purple Talbots with like horns?"
I mean, that kind of sounds like a nightmare, honestly.
Oh, it'd be so much fun. I bet they.
I can guarantee you, if there are a bunch of Talbots around, it'd be a very bleak affair.
But what if they knew how to tell jokes? I mean, could you imagine? They'd start young. You could teach them.
You've seen how well Talbot's done in joke training,
Yeah, but
so
you
I
got
mean,
her as an adult. She got to learn. That's old dog new tricks. You get them as babies.
you're right. Uncle Senguine can teach him how to joke around.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spoil the heck out of it. I'm gonna give him so many cookies and pop rocks.
May I just say?
Are we
you're
moving
all
Operation Getting Talbot
incredible.
Laid up to our #1 priority spot?
I mean, I'm not saying we should, but like definitely keep it on the close back burner.
You are all monsters.
Talbot, we just want to make sure that all your hard work doesn't go to waste. Now we got to make sure that magic gets pushed on to the next person. It's for the benefit of the world.
Can we first stop the rise of Tiamat first before you try and ship me with some NPC?
I'm just saying, Talbot, we need to make sure this magic is preserved. I mean, what happens if you die in the Battle of Tiamat? I mean, I would revive you, believe me, because I'm a cleric. But, you know, just in case.
Please, let us just please move on. Please. I'd rather think about that later than now.
I mean, your biological clock is ticking, so.
Senguine, I swear to God, I will fireball just you.
Oh, you want a fireball? Okay, here you go. Pulls out a little shot glass, pulls some fireball. Here you go, Talbot.
I push it back towards him. I don't want that.
Oh, it's on him over me.
It might help, Talbot.
Do you sell that in small bottles?
I mean, I haven't thought about it, but probably.
Like bottles that you could take on a flying machine.
Flying.
Go.
Like a bird?
No, like an airship.
Or like if you just sold it in something that people could put in their pockets and take out when they really needed it. Or like, say, if a Dragonborn asked them if they had cinnamon in their pocket.
Oh, you must have met Typhon.
Great. So, yeah.
So,
Oh.
One more question, Barkeep.
oh, yes.
Where could we find other Vidalcan around here?
Oh, they don't travel outside of Ravnica.
Sure about that?
Points.
Oh, you're Vodolkin. I just thought you were sad.
You're not wrong.
At this point, she's kind of annoyed, so she picks up her food and her drink and she walks away. She walks towards you.
It's fair. It's fair.
Aw.
It's fair. That's fair.
Change your light to red now. Purple. Change your light to purple now. Now we get to play with Tira now.
You don't tell me what to do.
We just railroad you into playing other characters.
I didn't even have to do anything. It's great.
Wait, can the DM magic May I in here now? We just play purple green, purple green, purple green.
Ah.
We really do need to get May I, Talbot, and Tyrann in the same room.
It's a party up in here.
So if I was gonna do that, it would go like, Senguine, you feel a tap on your shoulder. As you turn, you see no one. But then you feel another tap on your other shoulder. As you turn, you see no one. And then as you turn back, you see a smooth buttocks in your face and lets out a fart. And then you see May I pulling his pants up and laughing.
Like he could get his butt up that high. Come on, Peter.
That's why he does several boxes.
Okay, I make a motion for us to put a fund me on the Twitch, so we can pay for Travis to have 3 cameras and 3 color change lights and 3 Discord accounts. That way he can have
Oh
3
my
Travises on the
God.
screen at any given time, and he can play all 3 characters all at once. And we just have a one shot where Travis plays all the characters.
I'm in. The rest of us DM and Travis is the only character.
It's a stretch goal.
It's gonna be called Me, Myself, and I.
Me, myself, and may I?
May I?
Which will harken back to that Mother May I joke that Nonagon made forever ago.
Hey. I love it. Okay,
Travis, come back.
Maybe come back.
Did Travis just quit?
He's definitely dumping himself.
All right, so what do you three want to do while you're we have a little bit time left?
Well, I want to see if he has any of the special liquor that Iris. Did Iris learn how to make that herself, or did she learn it from her parents?
No one knows, actually. I don't think she's ever told anyone.
Or
I think it was a family thing.
either way, I want to see if there's any of it left because I know that Iris did not have any more. It's one of the things that got jacked from her.
No, unfortunately, only the females of the family know how to make it.
Okay. Nothing in stock though. No specialty bottles.
Unfortunately, I have a addiction to it, so they keep all the bottles of it away from me.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
You're a really sad character at your core. Like at your core, my man, you're kind of sad, aren't you?
I'm just happy and chill.
Look, Senguine, his
addicted
wife's
to
away
liquor.
a lot. All right.
I just know.
Sad about that.
I just know what I'm addicted to and what I shouldn't and should have.
I feel like you're putting on a mask, and we should unpack that. But we'll do that later.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I live here.
Segment puts his arm on his shoulder, looks him in the eyes, and goes, "It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
Well, technically, I didn't pull out, so it is my fault.
It's not your fault."
That's how babies are made.
Oh, okay. And he just turns around and walks to his room.
That's funny. I think we're just gonna enjoy a nice meal, and then depending on what time it's later in the day now, right?
Yeah, we'll say it's later in the day.
Yeah, so we're not gonna head out and try to get Iris's. How am I gonna get? Just thinking to see. We told him Iris wasn't here.
He goes to bed.
Yeah, I know he goes to bed. But are we gonna sneak out in the middle of the night?
We can also put a drape over her.
True.
Pretty sure that
Over the cage.
the flaming cage.
Like a parrot.
We put one over it before. Because you told us it was bars. Said it was.
Yeah, we did have to do that after after they came, so that we could drag her back in with no one to see.
That's fair. But we'll say you guys have a nice good night. You know, just having fun with each other, teasing each other, and anything like that. So that's actually what we'll call it. Yeah.
Before Core would go to bed,
Okay.
he would send a message to Typhon.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank
That was also on my thing. I also learned that thing. I was gonna have to learn it in the morning. That's why I was like, "This is for the day."
Okay. What the? Okay, we can actually role play this then.
How many words can I send it in?
25.
She will send it to Typhon, and she will say, I have to think about my wording.
Are you
I count for you.
doing this in the privacy of your own room?
Yes.
Okay, so no one else is around.
Yeah, no one else is
Okay.
around. She would say, Hey, Typhon, it's me. I know we don't deserve it, and I know we've messed up, but we're at the final stretch, and we need your help to get Iris back. Any information, like, well, not any. That was out of character. I'm trying to think of what other words to say. Yeah, any help would be appreciated. This is all for her.
So as you sent it, so you hear the shoom. On your shoulder, you hear a little ding.
Okay.
As you look, you just see Gus looking at you.
Do I know what it was?
You just hear a ding, and then you saw Gus.
Okay. I mean, he's always in my hair, so.
He crawls down, gets about 5 feet in front of you, and then transforms. And standing in front of you is Typhon.
Oh shit! Well, where's Gus?
And he goes, "Yo."
Where'd he go? Hi.
Thanks. I was getting tired of that form.
Where's Gus?
On the ship.
Why is he there?
He was hanging out with a penguin.
Oh, dude, he is so lucky Senguine went to bed. Oh my god, he's so lucky Senguine's in bed right now.
This is why I asked you to rid of the privacy.
Well, I know how everybody feels about Typhon, so she obviously wouldn't do it in front of everybody.
So, what you need help with, Core?
We made her the amulet as instructed.
Not a ring?
No, not a ring.
So lame.
Don't discredit what Talbot did. She worked very hard on that. Okay, first of all.
All right.
Second, I feel that we're getting closer, and her dad just told us our final steps. But we need to know the exact location of the proposal first. And second, I need your help getting her out of here without being detected by her dad.
Well, I'm happy to know Talbot passed and still alive. It saddens me that he's no longer a keeper. But the last part I can't help you with. I'm not supposed to be in the land, remember?
Okay.
And I can tell you exactly where to go, but I can't go there.
Well, that's what I need. I need to know the exact location. I don't need you to take me there. I just need to know how to get there exactly.
I can do that. But sneaking Iris out, it's gonna be on you. You gotta figure out a way.
Any suggestions?
You can throw her out a window.
Does Beryl's room have a window?
Yeah.
That cage is huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna fit out a window.
Do you have a bag of holding?
I think we do, yeah. I don't think a cage is gonna fit in a bag of holding.
Look, I'm just spitballing here, okay?
On her back.
I know, I do too. But this is something you guys have to do now.
Okay.
Oh, and don't tell your companions. If they ask about what Gus is, tell them he's in a bag of holding.
He would die.
Okay, well, I can't go back to being Gus and travel with you.
Why not?
I can't go there.
Why not?
You're trying to extract a demon. I'm a demon.
You have your ring.
Yeah, but I don't want Talbot to suck out a demon from me. Me and my demon are pals.
Yeah, that's real sketch, but anyway.
Okay. No. And second, no.
Well, are you going to tell me the location though?
Oh yeah, tells the location.
She writes it down.
No.
As best to her abilities as possible.
If anyone asks how you got it, just say you had a dream.
I mean, I can commune with my god, so.
There you go. Okay, well, I'm gonna go before your bird friend and Senguine wake up.
They should be done charging. I just took them off. They've been on there for a while. Alright, what time do we need? I'm sorry, hold on. What time do we wake up? Okay.
Grab your ass.
My ass? Okay. Night.
Good night, Leander.
She's flying out to Virginia.
Ah, dope.
Anyway. Okay, so she writes it all down. I think that's it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna turn back into Gus and go out your window.
Is there anything that we should be weary of?
Just don't be afraid to do what needs to be done. If you have doubt, Iris will exploit it. She will try to manipulate you as best she can.
My last question before you go. Obviously, you had to deal with your own demon. How do we essentially know when this demon is full of our magical power? If we wanted to go that route.
How do you know when you're full of food?
I don't eat more than I need.
Oh, okay. If you see the belly bulge and she burps.
Noted.
Oh, your boyfriend says hi, by the way.
Not boyfriend.
Sorry, your butter biscuit.
Don't like that either.
Eugene says hi.
Hi.
Butter biscuit. Ah. He morphs back into Gus and climbs out the window.
Can you bring him back to me?
Maybe. But yeah, yes, he'll be here in the morning. Yeah. Talbot, you get a little knock on your window.
I go to the window.
You open it and you see Gus Gus.
I open it, thinking of thinking it's Gus Gus. It's like, shouldn't be out here. Come on in, Gus Gus.
Sits on bed. Looks around the room. Looks like
No, Core's not here. Core's not in this room. I can take you to Core. Okay. What?
and then he blows up into a medium-sized creature, and then sitting on your bed is Typhon.
Oh, that makes sense. Hi.
Hi. Which is told.
Wait, so does that mean Gus Gus has been you the entire time?
It took me a while to catch up, but yeah. I was also your other friendly companion you left to die.
Hmm?
The one gentleman who stood his ground with the rest of the people at the church.
Bet you wouldn't take my tea.
I don't. I don't think I was there for. I don't.
You were.
It was.
In the other
It's
world.
Typhoon.
No, the guy, when we first went to that city and we were fighting all the demons, and then the militia came out to help us right at the end.
Oh, that one.
Mm-hmm.
The one you were kind of sort of flirting with.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay.
You.
Oh, just know that I don't mean that advance.
Wait, what? No. God, no. I mean, I'm flattered,
Okay.
but no.
No, I've had a very dramatic day. How can I help you?
I just wanted to congratulate you on passing. That you're alive.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated.
Have you thought of a name yet?
No.
Huh.
With this happening so suddenly.
Sooner you can pick a name, the sooner you can start to find a master.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
you, Travis. Fuck you, Eli. I just noticed a cancel Typhon.
That was literally 10 minutes ago.
I just looked.
I have people in mind. But being as my purpose has been about war, it would be appropriate for it to be something in that realm. More for tactical advantage.
Well, I got just a master for you if you ever want to meet him.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's a strange fella, but I think you'll get along great with him.
Don't tell me his name is Jebediah.
No, that was a metals master.
Okay, thank you. But I'm intrigued.
Well, whenever you have time, have a core send me a message and we'll get him to you.
Sorry, if you said his name at all, Discord cut out.
I didn't say his name.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Just have Core send me a message and we'll send him your way.
Lots of notes.
Alright, well, other than that, I'm gonna get skedaddle. You guys have fun tomorrow saving Iris.
Yeah, thanks. I guess I'll just leave the window open for you to pop out.
Oh, thanks. Oh, and don't tell anyone I was here.
Oh, yeah, 2 people hate you, so
As much as it would be fun to mess with Senguine right now as Gus Gus, I think I'll pass on that.
Oh, wait, hold on, before you go. We need to know the precise location of where the proposal was.
It will come to one of you in a dream.
You know I don't believe in that stuff, so,
This information will be a core development.
yes, we know that. That's why we need it.
It could be at the center. Oh, it could be at the core of your group.
Okay, you're speaking in riddles.
Look at the core of the problem.
The core of the problem is that we don't have the location.
Okay.
You just gotta look more into the center of the core. Sometimes you have to look up. Sometimes you have to look down. Just depending on your level.
Okay, you're not gonna tell me. This is gonna be much more difficult. Okay, thanks for stopping by. There's the window. See yourself out.
Okay, Feddelkins. He turns back into Gus Gus and like hops out like.
Mage hand to close the windows.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mage hand Gus Gus.
No,
Okay.
no, that's me.
Alright.
I was trying to find out information, and he was just being a dick.
I love no matter how.
That's why we canceled Typhon.
I love how no matter how many times we use core as like the core joke, it never gets old.
No, it gets about as old as the Beryl joke.
That's fair.
But now we have a new one. Get Talbot laid.
Get Talbot laid. Get Talbot laid. Alright, well, you all will have a wonderful night's sleep, dreaming of whatever you dream in a nice, lovely manner. So this is what we'll call it for this week. Next week will be the Battle of Iris, which most of the time will take combat and then we'll play a little bit. If we need to go to 11 or 11:30 that day for roleplay aspect of combat, we will. Or it might not even take that long. It really depends on how you guys handle combat. Other than that, for the stream, I'm your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Peter. These are my lovely people who love the color purple. And until next time, bye. Oh, you guys suck. You're gonna wait until I end the stream.
Bye.